Hi guys, this is Brandon Miller. I'm here with another ActionScript 3 tutorial. What we're going to be doing today is learning how to use the switch statement. The basic function of the switch statement is to perform multiple checks on one variable, or one test I should say. So I have 4 buttons on the stage, and when I push one of these buttons, it's going to put into this text box right here the name of that button. It's really easy. Instead of doing it with if and else ifs, what we're going to do is do it with the switch statement instead. So as you can see up here, I've already pre-labeled all of these buttons: hello button, goodbye button, black button, and the white button. And I've set the clicked event here, mouse event.click. I've set it to be a variable called clicked. You don't really have to do that. I like to do it. It makes my code a little bit simpler for other people to understand. And I've gone ahead and I've done hello_but.label equals hello. That's just going to change right here where it says label to say hello instead of label. I like doing this because it gives me more freedom, I feel, in my script to change the titles of the buttons. It makes the site a little bit more dynamic. It's just, the coding way to do it. And then I added each one of those buttons here. You can see hello button dot add event listener clicked, which is this mouse event dot click. And when I click it, it's going to run the but clicked function here. And I did that for each one of your buttons, so you can see it's just the same thing. All of them, when they're clicked, they're going to call the same function down here. And the variable that I pass to it, just like always, is e:event. I'm not returning any information, so it's going to be void. And I start my switch statement. You just write out switch, and then in your parentheses here, you put the variable that you want to perform the testing on. And in the case that e.target.name, which is the button that we clicked, its name up here, this hello but, that's this button's.name. And E is the event. The target is what the event is targeting, what made the event happen. So the button is what made the event happen, and the name is the name of the button right here. So in the case where e.target.name equals hello button, and you don't need the equals here, it's presuming equals, then I'm going to do this. So the syntax for this is you write switch parentheses with the variable that you're testing on, and open curly bracket. It's just like an if statement, just like a function, same basic idea. And then case, what it's going to equal in this case, and then a colon, what you want it to do, and then the break. If you don't have that colon, it'll mess everything up. If you don't put the break in, it'll continue to execute the other cases. It's in the case that it's hello button, I'm going to set this text field right here, which is output text. I'm going to set that to you pressed the hello button. So the name of this text field is output text, which refers to the text which is inside of this box, is going to be equal to you pressed the hello button. And then I'm going to break that case, and that's going to end this switch statement right here. So the next case is going to be case goodbye button colon output text is you press the goodbye button. I'm going to do the same thing for the black button. The case black button output text equals you press the black button, and case what it equals colon, and it's going to be the white button in this case. You press the white button, and then break. And that's all you need for a switch statement. So when you watch this run here, okay, I've got this going on right now. You can see all of my buttons up here. So when I click it, this is the add event listener clicked, comma button clicked. It's going to execute my function, and then it just ran through this switch statement. E.target.name here is hello, or actually it's hello but, and then I'm going to put this text in there, and then it ends the switch statement. I push it over here. Now we have goodbye button. It ended the statement right here. Black button, it ended it on the break. And then the white button, it also ended it on the break. That break is very, very important to the switch statement. Now one more thing that you can do with this, give it a default here. Default and colon you pressed an extra button. Alright, and then we're going to break that. Okay, let's just make a couple extra buttons here. I copied and pasted that one right there. I'm going to copy and paste it again. Okay, and so these are going to be extra buttons that I'm not going to give a name that's going to be iterated in the case statement here. So I'm going to call this one, we'll call this extra, but we'll call this one extra 2, but. Alright, now we're going to go in here, let's give them a name to give you guys a real quick look at what this is going to do right now. Alright, now you can see my extra 1 button and my extra 2 button. And they're not doing anything right now because I haven't given them an event listener telling them what to do when they're clicked. I'm not going to put those names, extra 2 but or extra but, into the switch statement, which means it should not iterate. But I am going to have a default down here. So with my default, anything that is not hello button, goodbye button, black button, or white button will do this automatically. Alright, so I added them in here. Now they have an event listener, extra but clicked, run the but clicked function, and then do the same thing with that. But again, there is no extra 2 but or extra but in here. There's no case for them, so they should operate on this default. It should just say you pressed an extra button. Boom, there we go. You press an extra button, it doesn't change. Black, push this one, you press an extra button. So anything you want to be default, anything you want to do something no matter what happens, so long as it runs the function, it's going to do this one thing. That's where you put it. You put it in the default function or the default area of the switch statement. And that's basically how it works. It's pretty simple, and it's a very good tool to know how to use. I hope you guys learned a little something from this, and maybe try it out.